Hey, you tapped in with the 2011 King. This that real 2-way top. Straight out of LA. Let's go. Hey yo, click, clack, chrome, yeah, the setup supreme. 2011 King got the whole Mac clean. Slide heavy, drip deadly, that's my theme. Every piece I pull got that showroom gleam. Pro 2A, this a God-given right. Got a crazy collection, keep it locked in sight. From the safe to the range, we don't play. Big steel, big stance, 2A and LA. 2A and LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. 2A and LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. Yeah, tatted everything.
YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, fam, we've been doing a kind of series on the Race City Defense RC9 Mod 2. I've sung its praises, scored 90 out of a possible 100 on the 2A NLA rating scale, putting it in Grail gun territory. I put it up against the Mod 1 and told you that I thought aesthetics and the kind of revamped porting package in the Mod 2 made it marginally better than the Mod 1. The Mod 1 scored an 89 out of a possible 100 on the 2A NLA scale. So I told you guys then, look, I'm going to put it up against that upper middle tier, some of the heavyweights out there. And when I think about upper kind of mid tier or lower high tier firearms that are kind of $6,000-ish and less, one of the names that always stands out to me is Fowler, the Vanta 9 series. And let me just let you check out your boys' Vanta 9 series with that Valentine grip on it. This gun is drop dead sexy. I've said it once, I've said it a million times, that Fowler, when it comes to the aesthetics of the gun, they do an amazing job. The serration pattern and the frame cuts and slide cuts lighten up the weight in, give it a super aesthetically pleasing look. It's very easy, it's very smooth. Now this gun is fully broken in. Some people have complained historically that, you know, Fowler does have a break-in period, the infamous Fowler bump. I did not have that with mine. I bought mine private party transaction. The original owner had a few hundred rounds through it, and then I had certainly put a lot of rounds through it. So it is fully broken in now, crazy smooth. And more importantly, when it shoots, it is flat, it is smooth. That's what when I did the review on the Fowler, I said what I would describe the shooting experience to be with the Vanta 9 is smooth. The gun just rolls. The slide just rolls. It's not the fastest gun. Like if I were looking for a gun that was just raw power, raw speed, fast, I would probably shoot something like the Atlas Apollo, right? But this bad boy, crazy smooth. It is a pleasure to shoot. And I had a similar experience with the RC9. So look, why don't we talk about, if I was spending my money and I could only have one, which one I would pick? All right, fam, so if you haven't seen my review or any of the previous video I've done on the RC9 Mod 2, make sure you go back and check those out, because I think that this gun shoots tremendously. This upgraded porting package where you have the two V8 ports, kind of longer ports on the side, and the addition of these three oval ports on top really take this gun to another level. Like I said, it scored 90 out of a possible 100, hit Grail gun status. The Fowler also scored a 90 out of 100. So these guns are pretty evenly yoked. Now, the Fowler has a little bit more weight to it than the RC9 does. I will go ahead and I will put up the specs. I think the triggers are comparable, both very well done. I'll put also the pull weight up there so you have that for both guns. I would say, fam, it's a struggle. You know, fam, sometimes everybody wants me to say what's better. Is this gun better than that gun? Well, part of that is subjective. Sometimes it's easy. You know, some guns are just clearly better manufactured. Some guns clearly have better componentry. Some guns clearly are flatter or whatever, or soft, or whatever the case may be, right? Then sometimes it's really splitting hairs. I think this is a case of splitting hairs. Aesthetically, I think I like the Fowler a little bit better, but I gotta say this polished kind of look on the RC9 Mod 2 is special. It is special. I gotta also say, I think the RC9 is probably a little bit flatter because it has that extended V port like the Fowler has, but it also has those top oval ports. And so I think the RC9 is a little flatter, arguably a little faster gun than the Fowler. So if I were buying which one I would buy, well, I have an RC9 and I have a Fowler, so the answer is obviously both. Right? The answer is obviously both, but if I were only choosing one, here's what I would say. Like, what's more important to you? If I told you that I thought aesthetically the Fowler was a little bit better from a manufacturing perspective, if I said the Fowler was just a hair better, is that enough for you to pay $6,000 versus $4,500? Is it $1,500 better? I don't think there's a case that can be made that this gun is $1,500 better. I think it just depends on what do you want. What do you want? If you were like me and you were jonesing to have a Fowler in your collection, then get the Fowler. If you are just looking for the best possible 2011 at the best possible price, then I would say get the Race City Defense RC9. I don't think you're losing either way. And so, like I said, I've got both. I've got both in my collection, but I think from a value perspective, I'm gonna give from shootability, aesthetics, the overall gun, I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Fowler. From a value perspective though, it's clear that the RC9 is the winner of that contest. And like I said, both of them scored the same on my scale. Now here's what's interesting. A little inside baseball from your boy. RC9 is creating a higher end firearm. Now we don't know exactly where that price point is gonna come in at, but if it's in that Fowler range, if it's in that 6,000 or so-ish range, And my guys at RC9, my guys at Race City Defense, they don't play, man. They don't play. That gun is probably going to be spectacular. That gun is probably going to be spectacular. And if they price a gun that at $6 grand kicks the Vanta 9's butt, then so be it. I tell you that their $4,500 gun is right there. It's right there. So if their $6,000 gun is a vast improvement, look out. I said this in a video a while back that kind of 2011s you guys should be looking out for. Race City Defense was one of those companies. Race City Defense, I feel like they get it. They do it right. They take pride in their manufacturing. They build a great gun, and their gun gets better with every iteration. If there's one thing that I can't stand, are companies that kind of just sit on their laurels and do nothing. And Race City Defense is hungry, and they are out there making things happen. So I can't wait to see where they go in the future. So again, in review, I'm going to give shootability and aesthetics by a hair, by the thinnest of thin margin edge to the Fowler, but value perspective, night and day, is the RC9. So that's that. All right, fam, that's it for this episode. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.